My name is Cinta Margot Spector. I come from a mixed background. My mom is South African and my dad's American. And my fiance is Cambodian. So I'm basically 100% mixed. I just ended up with a little bit of a lighter skin. My mom personally has gone through breast cancer 3 times, lost her breast. So I watched her process and progression of how she recovered. Not easy. Breast cancer is definitely not fun, and I don't think anybody should ever get it, but it happens. And my fiance, whose sister recently died last year from breast cancer, we've both on our side have seen what it takes, whether the passing of a person or how hard it is to recover from something like this. Now, in my case, I actually nearly lost my leg last year. It took me, and I'm still recovering. I almost had it amputated and everything. It's a complete disaster. So I know what it feels like to go through hospitalization and therapy and medications through the process and the journey of how, in my case, I had to learn how to walk all over again. You don't realize what happens to you till it happens, and then you realize how long it takes for it to come back. Like, my leg it will never be the same. That's my story. In the case of my background artistically, I'm a mixed medium artist. I've had a number of exhibitions in a couple of different places. One happened to be in South Africa, where I'm partly from, where I was living at the time. I've also been raped in South Africa, so I came back because of what had happened to me, and I was scared to death of another occurrence of what could have happened if I had spoken up about it. It's different there than it is here. People don't understand. There's a difference. When you go overseas, you live a very different lifestyle. I wish it was more like the States in that sense. And my journey through the arts, art is a form of recovery and healing, and getting out of a rut. It saved my life, besides the exercise, and it can save others. So the projects that I've put together in the past have dealt with rural location questions in contrast to urban locations, and what kind of things can happen to build and manifest potential jobs and create business for people. So the art plays a couple of different roles, and I do textiles, and I make clothing, and clothing I know is a big part of people's lifestyle, and it's easy to transport and export, depending on the situation that is going on in the country. As for my, and the article that actually happened is now, or the article and the show that has happened, is now located in the African Art collection in the Smithsonian Library, which was a big surprise. I was shocked that it was even there, but obviously it was important enough for it to be a discussion to open up and eventually manifest and do, which is where I stand today. Is if anything were to happen and I happen to get to the semifinals or the finals or whatever, that money would go directly back into community-based projects. I myself have struggled. I'm still struggling. It's like, no question about it. We all struggle. I live in an apartment. I moved back from South Africa. It's never been easy. I teach, or I've been teaching music. I was teaching in a school, but I'm now doing it by myself, independently, under my registered company, Nomadixx'LLC, which is based off that show that I was talking about from South Africa. So there are a number of factors that go into this. Going to Cambodia, in regards to Cambodia, because of my fiance's sister who passed away, I feel it's important to also give back to his country. So I would probably develop the same type of things as I would in South Africa, that should work the same way as it could in Cambodia. So both countries have similarities in regards to development and destruction that had happened in the past, and historical discourse. Lots of things I can talk about historically, and my field of education, I had done my master's in fine arts, so art history and art research and all those things in regards to the arts is very big and deep into what I believe in and how I see things. So I will help people recover. I'm a recovery myself from an almost lost leg situation. So I feel as if post-traumatic stress disorder does exist. I know I go through it every single day, whether it's from cancer, whether it's from rape, whether it's from another surgical operation where you lose a part of your body, like your breast. It's all connected. And I really hope that people see that money that comes from the United States has so much more value that people don't understand unless you live in a different country, which is what I've gone through. And the dollar from other monies in the world makes a big, big difference, and you can change billions of lives. You don't even realize it. $40,000 is a lot, but billions of dollars is much more. But just imagine what $40,000 can do for people overseas. It would mean a lot if I could help other people. My goal is to help others because I know what it feels like to suffer and go through stuff and struggle and go through operations and medications and recovery. And I exercise, I eat right. I make sure I don't eat the sugars. The sugars are a big factor of how cancer, it feeds off of sugar. Sugar is a big thing when it comes down to cancer cells growing and building up. So I hope you will continue helping me through this journey, and I hope that people understand where I'm coming from personally and what my goals are and where art lies and plays a role in community. And I just feel as if, yeah, I just want to do something for the world if I can help. To start somewhere, like I've always done, whether I've been without money, I always find a way, you know. Artists always find a way through discomfort, and discomfort is what makes you grow. Even through an operation, a discomfort will direct you through the next progress of your life. Where will you take it? Are you going to give up, or are you going to push through? And that's what cancer is all about. If you give up, your body gives up. If you keep going, your mind and your body and your mental space will continue, and you have to have a strong mental space. You must be strong. You've got to be strong when you recover. As I said, I know firsthand, I almost lost my leg. So I hope I hear from everybody soon, and this becomes far more than just a competition. It becomes a platform to help others. Thank you again for having me in the competition, and I hope to hear from people soon again.